welcome to season 2 of the Irregular Podcast. We're joined today with Aditi. So I'm writing a cocktail book, and I'm doing a cocktail with all the guests. Okay. And if the cocktail is rated above 8, no pressure. You don't have to. You don't have to rate it above 8. But if it's rated above 8, it goes in the book, and it's named after you.
It's named after me?
Your pet.
Oh, Phoebe.
I knew how to make this work. I knew exactly what the fuck to say at that point in time.
No. Okay.
Okay, here.
Shit, that's a lot.
It's very diluted.
Smell test. I've seen your brew reviews. Shout out.
It's not what I was going to say,
okay,
but I appreciate it. Smell test. Let's go. Let's do a brew review right now. Smell test.
Mm-hmm. Is it cranberry?
There is cranberry. Not bad, but a very small amount of it. And what's the rating?
Smell test would give it like a solid 6.5.
Nice. The whole scale is on 5. So I'll like hit above 5. That's fucking amazing. And taste test. Cheers.
Okay, cheers. That's not bad.
Okay, rate it on 10.
I think I'll give it an 8.
An 8? So it makes
I
it
want
in the book?
my name.
Okay, fine.
No, but pretty good.
Do you want it to be named after Phoebe or you?
I'm a mother. Phoebe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done. Okay, so I heard you're like a tennis goat.
No.
On the top 100 in India, but not made it international tennis goat. Am I right?
So I quit years ago.
Did you quit or did the game quit on you?
I think the game quit on me. I just didn't know how to win.
That's such a key part of playing tennis already.
Okay, no, I'll be honest here. There were players who I was competing against who started playing from the age of 5.
When did you start playing?
15.
Where?
Pune.
On the map, right now. Where's Pune? This is the map.
Okay, if Bangalore's here.
Okay.
Then we go up north a bit to the east. Here is like Pune.
Negative. That's Pune. But close enough.
Shit.
Close enough that you started playing tennis then.
I was playing against people who started playing from the age of 5, 6. That's how early people get into sports anyways. Okay. And so yeah, they had a lot of match practice. They had a lot of experience with pressure. And me on the other hand, even though like on the basis of skill, I met them because on the days of practice, I would beat them.
So off competition days.
Off competition days. For example, I go for a tournament. Yeah. And we have the draw comes out, and I know I'm competing against this chick, right?
How does the draw come out? Is that like super like random?
It is random.
So I used to compete fighting, so we had like weight classes. How does it work in tennis?
So there's only age. There's no. I did MMA for a bit too.
No way.
Yeah, I tried. I was, I'm like blind. I wear contacts, so it's like a -10.
Did you wear contacts when you were doing?
I was -10. I'm like blind.
You're like retarded blind.
No, so
it's in my songs, bro. I'm just
we're like digressing.
I'm gonna own up to it.
No,
I'm slightly retarded.
You
I have
are?
a certificate. I'm dyslexic, and I'm also kind of like.
But I don't think retarded is the word to be used anymore. I think it's like cancelled.
What would you use? Did you say cancer?
Specially
That's what I should be
abled.
saying. Were you specially abled blind?
Yes.
Okay.
No, but I have 60 on 6, 6 on 6.
I think it's 20/20 vision.
Yeah.
What was your
It just means 1, right? At the end of the day, you divide the same number by the same number. So I have 1. I have perfect vision when it comes to wearing contacts, but without them, I'm blind.
Okay.
So when I was
cool.
sparring...
With the glasses, I don't have perfect vision.
Yeah, but you're not as blind as me. Like, I need to wear my contacts. Otherwise, I can't see
You can't exist.
Shit. I can't exist. Yeah.
Is this during the tennis days?
2nd grade.
Let's blame it on the contacts. That's why you didn't
I think I blame it on...
international.
No.
I would blame it on the contacts.
No.
No?
Accountability.
I
wasn't good enough mentally. No. Coming to the sparring thing, I did...
Are you not going to tell us what happened in the tennis story?
No.
We'll leave it at that.
But
I'm going to have one more question about it later.
No, but MMA, we should fight.
You should fight?
Kill me, but we should at least spar. Like, you should train me a little bit.
I would love to train you a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't mind like sparring you if there were like rules, like maybe like one of my hands and legs are tied together.
Is that how good you are?
I competed internationally. I passed that spectrum of like having my eyesight not be a problem.
So I was dating this guy who was like, shut up. No, he was the Indian champ for...
He was welterweight.
Yeah,
What weight was-
Irani guy.
Okay.
Very good
Uh-huh.
at what he did. He sort of trained me to a certain extent. But my main issue was
sit
this,
down,
right?
Sit down, show me your stance. Like,
I don't have no stance. So I forgot everything. I never claimed to be a fighter.
You just claim that you train. Okay, put your hands up. Like.
Okay, no. Why? Like.
Show me what your thing
I
is.
don't have anything.
Okay.
This is gonna come off so negative, guys. It's gonna seem like I am all talk.
It's gonna seem like you hate the Iranian people, and that's not cool.
Mic drop. Drop it.
Last question about the tennis thing, and then we'll move on from it.
Okay.
When it came to like competing at that tier, was it more physical or mental?
Mental.
Explain it.
It's a solo sport, right? Unlike team sports, you're the only person out there, and you've done fighting. It's very similar. You're the only person that's fighting.
Yeah.
And the reason I quit and the reason I was not performing was, again, it was a mental issue. It wasn't, not issue per se, but lack of experience when it comes to taking pressure, mental pressure. When I was playing against these girls, I would beat them when there was no pressure, aka there was no match. I knew I was going to fight, like I had a match against them, but during practice sessions, I would beat them 6-0, like 6-love. The next day, during the match, I would freeze.
It's the pressure.
It's the pressure. It's also when you lose your composure. That's out. Like, you really need to stay calm. You can't, like...
If you had to go back in time and act as your parents raising you, what would you have done differently to, like, help your child overcome that pressure much before the game even began? Like, much before you got into tennis. Do you think there's, like, steps you could have taken to, like...
I'm gonna start crying now. That's so deep.
If you're doing that, like, look straight into one of the cameras and, yeah, that's thumbnail.
No. But it was... I would say this is something
You don't have to go into this if you're not okay.
Deep. No, but all good. It's something that I think is important to talk about also. It's... my dad is a perfectionist. I know, in the best way. He has really high standards, and he's raised me with those. So when it came to tennis, when it came to anything in general, he was very hell-bent on getting everything right. And that meant putting in the hours. But as a kid who's just starting off into a sport that is not even sure that they want to do it for the rest of their life, or does not, it's not something that's become a passion yet, putting that sort of... It wasn't pressure as such. Like, there was no pressure of losing. Okay, why did you lose? It was more like, why didn't you put in the hours? But that kind of thing plays on your mind, because I knew a lot of other people who were as talented as me did not put in the hours, but just because their parents said that, you know what, at least some level of belief that comes in. I think what could be done differently, let the child discover their passion instead of guiding them through it. No matter how much you know, no matter how much you think you know that a child needs, I think anyone who needs to or wants to make it will make it, despite your parents doing something wrong or right. So there are a lot of successful people that, credit their parents for the support that they've given them, and kudos to them. But there are a lot of people who've not had that and yet made it. So I don't think that plays... It's not like a crucial game changer. So I think parents should... just let their child discover their passion if they think that they have the talent for it. Too much.
You're someone who I told you on the day when we met, which was on a shoot day, that like I feel like you're someone who's like so mentally sound and powerful as a woman. And I'd still, if you don't mind, like to like just pick into this topic a little more, if that's okay with you. You said like it wasn't something that you were already passionate about before you got into it. So like, why did your dad or your mom feel like that's what she should do? Is it that because they put you in a coaching class and then you showed some like prowess in it?
As I said, at the age of 15, right? I was pretty athletic before that. And when you're starting off at the age of 15, the progress you take or you show in a span of, if you start at the age of 5, by the time you're 10, 5 years...
Pretty much mastered it.
You've mastered it, but the graph is pretty... it's not very steep. It's a linear graph. But when you're starting at the age of 15, when you already have the eye-hand coordination skills, or you have a lot of muscle memory in place, your graph is very steep. So what it took a 5-year-old 3 years to learn, I learned it in like maybe 7-8 months.
Okay.
So they saw that progress. and they thought that, and I was pretty. I mean, I think I did have a pretty solid grasp at the sport, and I was technically pretty good, but I don't think mentally there was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And
interesting.
yeah, I left the sport because it was getting too much for me mentally. Where the losses were getting to me, I wasn't.
How did you feel when was there like a major loss that really hit you?
No, I think it was consecutive losses. Of course, it doesn't mean the first round I was out. Did win a few matches, but when it really
How does a
mattered,
tennis tournament happen? Like multiple games in one tournament?
depends. It could be round robin like it is in football,
Okay.
or it could be elimination. It's pretty fun. It's very interesting to see. There's a lot of drama coming from parents actually. If you see girls come in for tournaments, you'd see 6, 7, 8-year-old girls playing a tournament, and their parents are there just like sneaky smiles, like giving the child a very negative sense of competition, a very negative sense of attitude that's not
Like a
really right.
brutality?
It's not brutality, it's quite the opposite. They're
Like
training them to
creating a
be
brutality.
very cold-hearted, but not in a good way.
But I feel like in that this might be the wrong sport to discuss, but that's how Mike Tyson became a god. You know, that's Castamado when he took up Mike Tyson. His entire aspect of it is that the moment you hear that bell go off, you're no longer a human being. And
That's
you're not
true.
looking at the other person as a
That's
human
true.
being.
But until that point,
Oh,
right?
you're talking about even before.
Before. This is when you go grab something from the canteen, for example, if there's a food corner at the tournament venue, they won't let you talk to other people.
Wow.
Why?
This is a
Because
very
they can
South Indian
gauge
thing.
into your mentality, or they can gauge into your game, or like not giving away secrets. And I feel knowledge should be free.
Yeah.
Right? Execution is what makes the difference in my head.
It's true.
So ideas and having something very cool come up in your brain is not going to set you apart.
It's true.
I don't know. It's very sad to see
It's
where...
a very South Indian thing.
I don't know. I did see it to a certain extent in the North whenever I played tournaments as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in the South. But I do feel South sports is a huge thing. Like, the
South
talent
sports
here is
for, like,
insane.
Men versus South sports for women is very different.
Yeah?
Just talking about on the basis of what I'm saying. Like, I've grown up with, like, my brother almost going professional in football.
Okay.
And a friend of mine, Vishal, whose brother went professional in cricket. And I've had a couple of my other friends go professional in a bunch of sports. The South Indian families, if it's a male child, is more like open to that child being a team player. Versus when it's a female child, that's Maharani and I'm protecting that at all costs. Like you said, like even in the canteen, don't talk to the other person because they're not on your level kind of a thought process. And I see that a lot in the South. What do you feel about like women who are born as women participating in women's sports versus men who turn into women competing in women's sports? Do you think you would like, okay, the person who you were like looking up to in your tier when you were like a child, if she had to face off against a guy who turned into a woman, do you think it's still a fair sport?
This is like talking to a very large topic.
It is.
But I think
Welcome to the regular podcast.
No, I don't, and I've not really seen Indians talk about this actually. There's a lot of talk around this topic outside India.
True.
I'm glad to be that we're one of the first few ones
We're the
talking.
pioneers.
We're the
Me and you,
pioneers.
we're like setting the way for this culture.
I think it's unfair.
Okay.
I don't think it's fair at all. Do I think it comes back to the question of, is it fair to the transgender person,
Is it fair
right?
to these two? Is it fair to the woman? And is it fair to the transgender?
Number one, to the women, biological women.
Okay.
Or cis biological women, I'm not
What is
sure.
cis biological women?
I think it's
Where
women
did
who were
the word
born
cis come? What does cis
women.
mean? Is this like a slang?
I think cis is the opposite of transgender. I think so. I'm not sure. I'm not very like...
Cis sounds like a
guys,
systematic
I'm
thing.
very...
I don't know what
sorry.
cis means. Okay, let's just...
CIS.
Oh.
Yeah.
Still
You're
don't
a
know what it
cis
means.
male. I'm a cis
You
male.
just call me a cis.
No, CIS. No, CIS. You're
Yeah.
a cis male.
Okay.
I'm a cis female.
All right.
But
gonna
yeah,
take your word on this.
Do.
Alright. Okay.
So I might be
said
so wrong. But no, it's not fair to the females who were born women, because obviously, like post transformation, you could have higher levels of I mean, even without surgery or even with surgery, your bone density is different as a male versus a female. The power you generate is different. Depends on the sport. It's very, very different. So I don't think it makes sense.
There are women in my gym right now who can... I'm nowhere in comparison to like being, how do you say, technically heavy lifting in a gym or anything like that. But there's a video I'm doing tomorrow for a shoot, which Ken is going to show up at 2 o'clock Kennedy. But the video starts with me basically saying, this girl in the gym has been hitting on me, and I turn this way and she punches me in the face with a boxing glove. And then the next scene is just her literally bench pressing me. And I couldn't bench press her even if I dreamed of it.
No, but these are exceptions, right?
Okay.
And do I think women can be stronger than men? For sure.
Okay.
You train enough, you can be. And but I'm just talking from a biological sense. Men's build is different from women. They are physiologically stronger than women. I'm saying it like Priyanka Chopra, but like whatever.
Shout out Priyanka Chopra.
She doesn't need one.
Fucking goat.
Yeah, she is.
God,
Oh, amazing. Love that woman.
Yeah.
It is so different. So I don't think, like obviously if I train, I can beat. Can I beat you?
No.
No, Ken can't compete anything physically. He's malnourished.
I said I can beat you and you said no.
You can't.
There's not a chance Ken will lose anything physically.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, no.
No, he
can't
can.
beat
Bro,
me.
you can't beat Kennedy in anything like to do with editing. If you have to physically
I'm
challenge
talking about
Kennedy,
physical.
no,
That's
you will
not
win.
for me, bro.
I will bet on you. Okay, but let's get back to this.
Okay, yeah.
You're saying if you trained your ass off to be the top tier women athlete in any field,
Yeah.
you would beat a top tier male athlete in the same field.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's physiologically different. Am I saying?
So where does the transgender women fit? Where do they compete?
We can create another category for them if that's what they desire. First of all, it has to come back to the fundamental of it. Do I believe gender dysphoria, which causes one of the steps you could take after having gender dysphoria is transformation to whichever gender you suit
course, yeah.
this thing. Do I believe that? Yes. But I also find it to be okay, no, this is controversial, not saying anything.
We still haven't got cancel culture in India. You have nothing to worry about.
Shout out to all my friends who are... I do know. You know I love you.
Shout out to all my friends. I'm almost offended. I was about to say some shit
No, because
that
I
I know
have
I'm not
some
allowed to.
lovely friends and I love them, like from the bottom of my heart. Having said that, I am not going to take away from the thoughts that I've had recently. I do think it's a... Yeah.
Genuinely, we can pass the question if you have to.
No, I can go on, but it's going to be a little while. Disclaimers, though.
All right.
Number one,
Pop it up.
I am someone who identifies myself from the LGBTQIA plus community, where I do, I'm still questioning my sexuality, so exploring different sides of it.
So what is that? Which letter are you? Am I asking a wrong question here? Is there a letter for that?
There is I mean, yeah, there's letters to everything at this point. I don't know. I'm just...
Is it an E?
Bisexual, but I'm questioning it. It's not something that I'm sure of.
So you're an E.
What does that mean?
Exploring.
LGBTQIA plus E.
Yeah, the plus basically is every other letter.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess. I could be wrong.
No, I don't know. Okay, yeah, could be. I'm an E.
Kenzie.
I'm an E. Hi, I'm Aditi. I'm an E. No. Yeah. So that's the first thing.
That's the
second thing.
Clip that.
No.
That's the start of the whole podcast. I'm Aditi. I'm E.
I'm an E. The second thing, disclaimer, is I do have so many friends who are from the community, and I have absolute love and respect for that. That being said,
Ditto.
coming to this, and one more thing, the last thing, is that I was someone who was a very strong ally up until a few months ago.
An ally to whom?
Ally to the community. I was very, very strong and very vocal about my support for the community and very, very against the conservative side of things.
Okay.
Then I realized that the opinions that I had came from a place of love, where I just wanted to show support to people who were being judged and who were being sort of put labels on unnecessarily, without having questioned my beliefs.
Dude, this is insane that you're saying that, because it takes such a realization inside for you to even come to this point where you're like ready to speak that.
Yeah.
That's like saying like what my truth was 2 months back. I've
It's
evolved on it,
different, yeah.
and then I'm anxious to hear what you have to say.
So And I'm very open to points that can be sort of rebuttal against what I say. So I'll be open to changing my opinion, like seeing where this goes. But at the moment, I feel leaving the sexuality side of things apart, where I believe love is love and women can love women, men can love men. But when it comes to transgenders and when it comes to people who identify as anything else, I think that because I'm a big believer in science, I don't think that's, I think that's, you have a condition. By condition, again, please don't take this out of context. I mean, for example, I'm a psych major, right? So, say schizophrenia, which is a mental illness, or say an identity disorder. All of these things, you believe you're something that you're not. Or you go through experiences where you feel detached from yourself, where you feel unlike yourself. You don't feel like you belong in, there's a lot of different, it's a long sort of description of these illnesses, but here are a few things. And that's very similar to just dysphoria. Dysphoria, by the word, it's a feeling that you don't...
Could you define it? Could you define dysphoria?
Dysphoria is when you feel detached or you don't identify with what you are. For example, if I feel dysphoria as a woman, in the case of transgenders, they basically don't feel like a woman. They don't think that the body matches how they feel. They don't... again, I could be very wrong. This is the experiences that I've heard, right?
This is your opinion.
This is my opinion, and also experiences that I've heard straight from the mouths of people from the community. Okay. But it does not apply to everyone. And there could be different experiences. So this is not something that's very like hard and fast rule. There's not a hard and fast rule. Having said that, gender dysphoria, if you're experiencing it, right now what the culture is doing is, oh, you feel this? Okay, we need to, let's get a surgery done and let's, you want to become a woman, become a woman.
Do you think the culture is saying that, or the person who's actually feeling it is saying that?
I think at this point, maybe it started off as people saying that who really wanted to do it, and that becomes a question of personal choice, and that's why I find this topic so gray, and I don't know what my stance is exactly. Because if doing something makes a person truly happy, then I think they should do it. Yeah. Right? As long as they're not hurting other people.
What if it's irreversible?
When it comes to...
I'm not saying this is irreversible. What if it was, in general, you're changing something genetically about you or mentally about you that is not something that you can go back on? Mm-hmm. Is it
That's
still
what people are doing, right? That's what people are doing. Yeah, that's what these surgeries... No, you can't go back.
What do you mean?
So if... pardon me. There's so many surgeries that, number one, are irreversible. Like number what? Two,
I'm so sorry. I'm so specially able to about this topic that I just genuinely don't have a clue.
Okay.
I have gay friends, and I have friends who, I mean, the video for Ganga that I was talking to you about is literally a video that's following the life of a transsexual, but I genuinely have no idea about procedures or anything else, and it'd be super
I don't think I'm the right person to even talk about it, because I don't want to comment or say anything that's not right, because I think this is a very sensitive topic in general, and I think it deserves... that is something I wouldn't comment on, but from what I have read and from what I have seen, there are a lot of side effects, there are a lot of issues that come up with such surgeries, issues that come up with such decisions that are not talked about. If a person is taking this decision after being well informed by the medical professionals involved, that's up to them. But I don't think they're being informed. That's number one.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Number two.
Speak on this country. Are they being informed in this country? If I go to a hospital tomorrow and I want to change my gender, am I being informed?
I don't think in this country it's being... First of all, I think we're like 20 years behind on this topic, right?
But we have people here making the change.
We do. And it's progress. But my question is not, are we progressing? The question is this
are we
something
educated
that...
is what I'm asking you.
I don't think so. Again, maybe not the right person to talk about this too. I can talk about the ideology of it and my opinion on it, where I do believe, which I'm going to get a lot of shit for, but I do believe there are only two genders. Okay. One is a female and one is a male.
You're talking scientifically.
I'm talking scientifically. There was this one, I'm not sure the person who was talking about this, but he said, say 100 years from now, if archaeologists dig up bodies, for example, they're just going to either say
it's one of the two,
male or a female. Another issue that I see with this is if you open the gates for identification, self-identification, you're opening the gates to anything and everything. I can identify as this mic. What are you going to do about it? I identify as this mic, or I identify as a 5-year-old child.
Oh, shit.
There are 70-year-old men identifying as a 5-year-old toddler.
That's true. There's a guy who's an adult male who's been adopted by a family as a child. As a female child.
If that isn't fucked up, I don't know what is. I don't know. I think we're going back into a really, I don't know, maybe this was the Kali Yuga we were talking about.
Do you think this is progressing backwards?
I've had this theory that I thought about a year ago when we had not entered this territory of this whole, the revolution that we're seeing in terms of people taking offense, people being so sensitive to a lot of things.
Cancel culture.
That hadn't started yet. At least it hadn't come predominantly to India. At that point, I had a very strong opinion that for the first, up until our parents' generations, I feel like our parents there was a lot of oppression. There was a lot of conservative practices in place, right? Where women had to be a certain way, men had to be a certain way, etc., etc.
100%.
Right? With Gen Z coming in, we're infamously known for being a very sensitive generation, right? I'm Gen Z. You're not.
I'm not a Gen Z.
You're not.
No.
We're known.
How old do you think I am?
29?
Close.
30.
28.
Oh shit. Oh, okay, not bad. But that's not
It's
too
not
bad.
bad.
That's not too bad.
Sweet,
I don't know, because
yeah.
you're pretty mature. You're pretty, you have thoughts in place. So up until our parents' generation, it was a very conservative period. And I said this a year ago, where this was a phase. Right after this phase, we were going to evolve into a very, very, the opposite of what we were going through. What humans were going through, very conservative. We were going to go into the depths of being open-minded. By being open-minded, I mean opening gates to you do what you feel like. If I do anything that you don't agree with, I'm sorry if that offends you.
You're saying if you do something that another person doesn't feel like, you're sorry.
I'm sorry. That's what it is today, right? Because for example, you identify as a woman.
I do. Sometimes.
Right. And that's something that me, as a person, does not agree with. You can't force me to call you your pronouns. First of all, let's not even get into the pronouns.
You can't.
Let's not even get into the pronouns,
I feel like
right?
you can accept and willingly do it. I don't think it can be fucking law.
I don't think it should.
It's stupid
when you involve,
to make it law.
this is my problem, right? When you, it's all fun and games. Till law comes
till
in. Till you're talking about changing.
For not saying someone's pronoun.
Yes.
I think that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. And I think that's just going to grow further. This thing, because I think right now, say 23 and above, we're finally realizing a few things and we're sort of pulling back on this train.
Your generation is fucked.
We're fucked.
Yeah.
We're fucked. Because kids right now, oh my God, I can't even imagine. And as I was saying, the theory that I had was we're going to go through a conservative period. It's going to rightly be followed by a very, very brutally open-minded, and I don't know, not open-minded.
It's going to be followed by a rebellion, to be honest.
Rebellion was a middle ground that I think our generation found.
No,
our generation
I don't think we've come even close to rebellion.
No, rebellion is something that we found that's leewayed or acted as a gateway into this generation being the cancel culture or the being offended comes in.
I don't agree. I don't think you've seen the revolution yet. Like an actual revolution against
you
this
said
stuff.
Revolution or rebel?
Like a rebellion in the form of a revolution. So like, for example, what I'm saying is like right now all of these things are happening, right? And they're happening because media is speaking a lot about it. And I'm not talking about traditional media. I'm talking about like say your Twitter profile and Instagram profile and like, let's say another friend, like Ken's profile, others' profile. All of these are like talking about a particular topic. They occupy a lot of the actual space online that people are like recycling, right? I think the pushback is going to come from the people who are not recycled online a lot. So for example, like the whole like Joe Rogan community, the Andrew Tate community, there's that really famous doctor also like who's
Peterson.
Yeah, Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
Like I think that pushback, because they're not going to hit it online. They're not going to go and comment on a post. I think they're going to go straight to legislation. Like that's why Jordan Peterson got absolutely analed, because of like Canada passed a law that you have to like say a person's pronouns as that person's pronouns is.
Okay,
and then Jordan Peterson opposed that. I could be Like, I don't think
no, that's exactly what I'm
all.
talking about.
Jordan Peterson opposed that a lot.
Slightly more people who are willing to think before grasping onto an opinion. People who are not easily influenced, and even if they are, they question it. So as I was saying, the first one was the conservative period. Now is what we're going through is the complete opposite, where we're allowing absolute bullshit to be considered as okay. Right after this is where we hopefully, I'm praying for it, is where we enter a middle ground, where we find rational ways of being. By rational, I mean objective ways of being that are more led by scientific thinking, that are led more by rational thinking than just by emotions.
That's a great point.
So I hope we find that.
Can I segue that into, do you think that could be a system governed by AI?
Oh, whoa.
So, for example, an AI already understands what you said, like 100 years from now, if something has to be dug up, it is this or this, right? And AI also understands 15 steps over here being taken is creating this much like effect to the environment. These are positive steps. This is an action that has been repeated from the past that's negative or positive. Do you think a system or like a country governed by an AI would be a better country?
Okay, that was a good segue. I don't know much about AI. From what I do know, I think number one, I don't know what 50 years from now hold when it comes to AI.
I feel like it's war.
I don't know. Like, it's scary, right? It's scary to think about that. But I do still think we've, touch wood, not reached a point where a human can completely be emulated by AI, or human emotions can be emulated by AI.
Can I contradict that? I don't think a human is completely AI yet, but I feel like an AI is more emotional than a human being.
I have not used
ChatGPT.
I have, of course I have. I do content for a living. I think we all have to use ChatGPT.
I think an AI right now, at the day we are right now, whatever the date is, pop it up here. I think right now an AI is more emotional, may not be as emotionally intelligent, but is more emotional than a human being. Because, for example, if I had to take this glass of yours, that's your glass, and throw it on the ground or throw it on you or just break it in anger, right? You would have a response to it.
No, but those responses are fed by humans, right? It can't do...
It's already like in a point right now where an AI is not just reading information, but is reading human behavior and is analyzing human behavior as a bank of knowledge.
Right.
It's just a matter of time that it reacts better than me.
You never know, yeah.
100%.
It's very scary. Maybe AI could be used to make things easier, make processes easier, be it in governing a country. But I think it'll still be led by humans. I don't think AI can or should.
Why would an AI agree to be led by a human being if it knows it's better than a human being? I'm talking about, you're talking about intelligence, and then you're talking about a software that is programmed to do something else. For example, a ChatGPT is a software that's programmed to do something else. I'm talking about actual intelligence.
Yeah.
So, for example,
but I don't think we've seen instances
we're not at AI yet.
Yeah, exactly.
So everything that people are calling AI now is not AI yet.
Yeah.
So if ChatGPT's server is, let's say, at this particular ocean bay, and there's a signal that this particular bay is going to be destroyed by a natural occurrence, or this country is going to war and this place is targeted, right? ChatGPT cannot do anything to save that server base. I'm talking about the artificial intelligence itself. Like, the software can't do anything, right? And AI, however, and artificial intelligence will realize the threat to the database, transfer it to another place, and then have that being destroyed. Yeah. Once it goes to that point, it's irrelevant what a human being thinks, is what
exactly.
I
feel. I agree. It just seems improbable at the moment with how, because it's already 2023 and we've progressed a lot, but we've still not cracked that yet. I don't think we should, and I don't think we would.
Do you think it's a choice? Because, see, if you own a company that's doing AI, let's say you own OpenAI and you're doing ChatGPT, and I own Google and I'm doing Bard, I'm competing against you. I'm going to take that next step regardless, because I don't want my company to go to loss.
People who are creating these, unless they're scientists who are completely driven by results with no fear or understanding of consequences at all.
You have to understand they're not. The people who are leading these movements right now are led by companies who have the money to pay them.
Yeah, but again, these companies I'm sure, again, they're very aware of the consequences of if they do create something like that.
No.
It's the end of civilization.
So,
We're going to be
do you know about the
slaves.
AI letter? Where Elon Musk and a bunch of other people had sent a letter saying, stop at this point.
Okay.
Right? Sundar Pichai, the head of Google, he said, if I stop, are you going to tell me like Mark Zuckerberg is going to stop? Are you going to tell me OpenAI is going to stop? At the end of the day, if I stop here and my competition moves there, my company is under.
Yeah.
So each person is now only purely looking at profit basis and looking at like they don't want to shut their company down. In which case, it's inevitable that we hit AI. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
So once we hit AI, I feel like us as a whole either have to go completely to war with that entity and shut it down, or I don't feel like we have
I don't think we'll have a
human
say.
government anymore.
I don't think we'll have a say.
Do you think that world
After
might
a
be better, dude?
point.
Because like they're fucking smarter than we are.
I think the world would be better. I genuinely despise the human race.
Damn.
I know it's a very strong statement, but I do
Damn.
despise the human race.
Started off with you saying you hate the gays, and now
No. Oh my god. Hi, queens. No, stop.
go on, yeah.
Okay.
My bad.
But no, I hope it doesn't happen. What were you saying? What was the
AI
last
race
thing
is
you
gonna
said?
Take over.
Humans. I don't like humans. I do agree. I think they're the worst of the lot.
I agree.
I think we are the only ones. Yeah, absolutely. I think we're the only ones destroying the planet.
We're the worst.
We're the worst.
Yeah.
And we think we're the smartest. Which
Just stupid. Which we could actually be the fucking smartest. We could
could
literally take this world to the next tier.
We could.
Or we could completely ruin it.
Have you ever watched Star Trek?
I'm so fucked if I answer this. No, I haven't.
No. No. So Star Trek is something that I grew up
You're
on.
so sorry.
No. It's a lovely show. You should watch it. I recommend it. But it's not something that... It's not very interesting, but the whole idea is it's sci-fi, right?
Is that thing?
Live and prosper.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. Oh, you watched? No.
Yeah.
A little bit. Okay. So, that show is something that just... Yeah.
Can you do it on both your hands? You're so weird. You're weird. You can do it on both your hands.
See?
Oh no, I'm the odd one out. Damn, dude. I want the AI.
I think they'll do it.
They will annihilate you.
Yeah, they will.
They'll support people like me.
Why?
Because I'm disabled.
I don't think they care. It cares.
I think
they
the AI,
care, he
dude,
cares,
I
she
feel like
cares,
the AI would care more than human beings care.
I don't think he got the joke. There was no joke. Nobody said anything.
You're 23 now and you seem to have traveled quite a lot due to your upbringing, right? How long did you stay outside India?
I was a toddler, so nothing. I think a year when I was like 1 year old. Most of my moving happened in India.
Okay. Where did you stay the longest?
Pune, 10 years.
How
Hyderabad
close is
also
that to
6
the
years.
ocean?
Not very close.
No.
No.
Okay, you might have been right about the map thing.
I was right.
I hit it right at the
You
ocean.
put it near Goa.
I put it near the ocean.
No.
Yeah. I thought it was like just above
It's like
Goa.
internal. It's like landlocked.
This entire like time that you had there, what was like your two happiest realizations, not moments, realizations that made Aditi who she is today? Am I saying your name correctly?
Aditi?
Did I say it wrong?
Hi, I'm Aditi.
Okay, so what were the two things that made Aditi
Aditi.
the most proud? Yeah. Also, if you haven't checked out Naval Ravikant, you should go check him out. He'll bring a lot of light to everything we spoke about so far. Yeah.
Random.
I'm just trying to meet him. I'm clipping every time I say Naval Ravikant and just tagging him, hoping he just recognizes that I exist one day. And he's like, yeah, that kid from
God,
India. Let me like hit him.
Let me meet him. Happiest realization? First one was, it might sound nihilistic, but for me it was very
Say that word out
liberating.
aloud and like proud.
Nihilistic?
Out proud. Say it with your chest.
Yeah. So, no, it might sound that way, but it's not. It was a very freeing thing where nothing matters. Was a very strong realization.
Damn.
And it was very happy. It
When
was
that?
very
How did
positive.
That happen?
I think it was a lot of moments because I moved to Bangalore, and it was a move that was planned somewhat but not quite expected
Are you
at the
living
moment.
with your fam right now?
Yes.
Okay.
So when that happened and when I left my life there that I'd grown up into 10 years, right? And I came here and started from a fresh, clean slate.
Is this Pune to here or Hyderabad
Pune to
here?
Bangalore.
Okay.
Yeah. I realized none of what I thought I was, none of who I associated myself with, none of how I acted and how I reacted, how I acted, none of it mattered. At the end of the day, it's night.
Yeah. That's fucking hell. That was like an amazing sentence. At the end of the day, it is night. That's
This
fucking
cocktail
awesome.
is good. Okay.
Phoebe.
Oh, that makes me so happy. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Next question.
Okay, second point.
No, I don't have.
You only have one.
I don't. Everybody lies.
Can I?
That's one
Can
more
I say this and don't take this offensively? Your eyes just opened up. I'm going to say Pune is a small city compared to Bangalore.
It is. People are at wars about like cities. I'm someone who does not associate myself with any city or people that I surround myself with. People and places for me are something that are very temporary. So
even people.
Yes.
Like relationships you have.
I know. I don't mean like okay, it's been a relationship like 3 years if.
I'm not talking about like a.
No, I do think so because
I'm talking about friends.
Friends also.
They're temporary.
Everything is temporary. How many? I don't know about you.
Friends. I have 0 friends. I have Kennedy.
Please zoom into his face.
I genuinely it's just fucking Kennedy.
Just with the sad rain music.
Genuinely, it's just Kennedy. Like, go through any of the vlogs. The only person who's lasted in anything is Kennedy.
Oh no. I've had numerous amounts of friends with different social circles, different groups of friends, and since I've moved so much, I've had to also adapt to new circles, meet new people at every given point. Even when I'm in a city.
Like when you hit like Pune and you become like, oh, I'm the cream of the crop here in Pune, and then everyone's just like, hey, fuck, gotta go to Bangalore now.
Not really. It's
suck.
lovely, no? Like if you've done it consistently, then you know you're actually the shit. If you actually think about it. Otherwise, it's a one-off wonder. I don't know.
That's a mad flex.
I don't know. So, when it comes to, even if I've been in Bangalore for 5 years, I've moved 5 houses.
In Bangalore?
In Bangalore.
How far are the houses though?
Different.
Everyone's moved 5 houses.
No. From Whitefield to Rajinagar in between. That's a lot, right?
That's a distance.
So every time I'm very
Why did you go to
adept
Whitefield?
with. I live in Whitefield.
Right
Guys, don't stalk me. But
no one's talking.
I don't know. I don't know. There's
was that?
people who do. You have no idea, guys.
Why
I know
is
you
it
all
you
don't
guys-
have
If
friends.
you're stalking
I
somebody,
don't
you're
know. Y'all
fucking,
have friends.
Good lord.
But Jesus,
Here's her
girls are like
No, I'm just sorry. I don't know.
going through trauma.
Girls are going through trauma.
It's quite sad.
It is.
What's the
fucking
most traumatic thing you've gone through as a guy?
That's the first question you're gonna ask me in this conversation. When did I try to fucking kill myself? Okay.
Oh no. no.
The most traumatic experience I've had as a guy, or just in general?
As a guy.
Because I am a guy.
Yeah, no. I mean, you
Unless
probably
you're gonna-
wouldn't have had it if you were a girl. Like, as a guy. Because you were a guy.
Whoa. I think I would have had it regardless. I mean, do girls end up... Okay, here's a question. Do girls end up, like, having a better outcome at the end of a relationship, majority-wise?
End up having a better outcome?
Like, I feel like guys really go through it when the relationship is over.
No. I think, I heard this somewhere, but I think it's very true. Girls, right after the breakup, they're more fresh into it and they hurt in the beginning and then they move on. I don't know if it's true. And guys...
No, talk on your perspective.
So right after a breakup, the girls are affected more.
Your perspective.
I'm affected. I've been in like 2 relationships.
Own this. Fucking own
I've
this.
only been in 2 relationships in my entire life.
Been in, yeah.
One was... Been in 1 relationship. What are you looking
Is
at?
one of your rings blue?
No, it's the lighting in your room.
Okay.
I think I take the breakup hard after it's over. Right after it's over. I take my time.
How much time? That's so fucking important.
Honestly, it
if you say like
depends.
2 weeks, dude, fuck you.
So there was a person that I loved, and it's taken me 6 years, yo.
Same. It literally took me exactly
High
fucking
five,
6
trauma
years.
bonding. It's true. If you truly
Trauma
love,
bonding. That's bro. My next fucking album is gonna be called trauma bonding. That is one of the coolest fucking words I've ever heard together.
right? Welcome back to our
my fucking life.
Yeah. Okay, no, but 6 years.
It literally took me 6 years. It's so stupid that you
No,
said
it's
6
not
years.
stupid.
Because I've never heard anyone else go through it for 6 years. My life was ask Ken. That's Ken.
I'm still going through my...
Every day of
Oh
my
my
life
God,
I still feel
same.
it. It was a year and a half back that I turned whatever happened into a strength. If you come into my studio, the second wall, it has a quote. No, don't look. You can't see. It's outside.
Oh.
This second wall. It's a quote from this book.
Oh, this...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sentences. It's a quote from this book called The Prince. Le Petit.
The small?
Prince. How do you say prince in Spanish?
French?
French.
That was French.
Yeah. How do you say prince?
I don't know.
Okay, anyways, it's Le Petit French. It was a French book, and this person fucking aches me to even say it, dude. Fuck. Anyways, she always believed like we were that story. She gave me the book. She wrote like the sweet story in the beginning, and never had the balls to read the book. I still have the book. I just understood it from what she explained it, and I don't know if I'm the fox or the flower. I have no fucking idea, and every time I think of it differently. But that wall is the first thing that ever in my life, apart from the first phone call I had with her about it, was the first time it symbolized me changing pain to strength.
Mm-hmm.
I now feed off her as energy.
That's good, no?
It took
I think
everything.
true love... No, but I think true love is tragic.
I don't think you could fall in love, and if it's actually true fucking love, I don't think you can have it again.
That's true. Fuck my life. Getting me into trouble with the second relationship. But it's true.
Okay,
but it's true.
We're both fucked, eh?
We're fucked. No, but it's...
I just don't believe, like, you can play the role.
You can play the role. You can have something different.
You can have something different. You can have everything around it that you have to have. You can do exactly what you should do.
But the first perception you had of love and what you had, you can't.
If it was actually real fucking love, it can't not be love anymore.
Yeah.
If it's actually real fucking love, it's always that. Yeah. Always.
Yeah.
That sucks. Fuck that.
Tell me about it.
It sucks so much. I fucking hate it.
Let's just
but yeah,
make money and focus on our life.
The environment, the life, or your life. I mean, I would like to focus on the environment. You would like to focus on your life. It's different. It's different things.
On the environment. Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Ethos.
Do you eat meat?
Whoa.
On a daily basis. Are you a flesh eater?
Didn't used to be. Now I am, I guess.
You were not a flesh eater?
I was a vegetarian.
No way. And then you became a non-vegetarian.
I started eating chicken, but minced chicken, because I could not take the texture, like could not see like chicken in its form, because I was like, no, I can't. So I was vegetarian.
No, you can't. Like what chicken? Like did you see like the full chicken?
Like any sort of chicken, just because I was very strong, because I was vegetarian for so long.
How long?
Up until I was 16
so
years of my life.
So from birth to 16
yeah,
you
were vegetarian.
Your parents? Bro, I need to ask
Fam is vegetarian.
Dad's from where and mom's from where? What the fuck are you?
So, doesn't really matter, but caste...
No, wait.
No,
is any part of you Tamilian?
No.
Fuck. Okay.
No.
That would explain everything in a sentence.
No, in fact, caste is the caste. But I'm telling you one thing, listen. They are like known to be non-vegetarians and drinkers, and my family does neither. So...
You're Rajput.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
That's... Okay, I'm so glad
Where
you don't know
Dad
anything.
from?
Dad is from UP, but he's not from... No. I don't know where he's from. I don't know where they're from.
I'm just trying to figure it out. Where's Mom from?
MP. Madhya Pradesh.
UP and MP?
Yeah. But they eat, but I don't know why. Exactly.
Your whole life is so confusing till the point of like right now.
Why do you think I have an identity crisis?
Do you? We didn't talk about this.
No, I do. Ish.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm confused.
That's a crisis. You spoke about like that relationship of yours meaning so much to you.
Oh my God.
Don't bring it up if you don't want to. What does love mean?
I know the healthy version of it is where you help each other grow.
Exactly
my point. I know the healthy version is like, helping each other grow. It's all positive. You get through battles. You get through this thing. You help whatever. But love for what I experienced was passion, was invigorating. It was like, I don't know, it's just intense. It was yeah. I think cheers to that, no? So sad.
Yeah, suicide. What did you say?
I give up. I think that's okay. Thank you for watching. I'm done. Oh my god.
Are you in a relationship right now? Okay, perfect. What's your ideal relationship? Because if you were in, you couldn't have not answered this question.
I do.
What does it
But I
take?
got out of one recently. I think it was a pretty decent relationship.
Not what I'm asking.
But okay.
What's your ideal relationship?
Shout out to my ex.
Shout out. Okay, what's his name?
No.
So no shout out to your ex.
I take
Moving
it
on.
back, guys. Tell me.
Ideal relationship. The perfect man. What the fuck?
Perfect
are you
man or
looking
perfect
for?
relationship?
I mean,
Two different things.
I guess the perfect
I
girl
think
or the
perfect
perfect
man
man
would be
that you want in your life.
an interesting answer than a perfect relationship for me. I don't know.
Your perfect relationship is with a man or a woman.
Correct. But
Well, that's a question.
Oh.
Is it with a man or a woman?
It's with a man.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what's your perfect man?
What's my perfect
What
man?
are you looking for in a man that makes us say like, dude, I'm locked in. I want to marry this guy. I want to have his kids. I want to have his kids' grandkids.
Huh? That's like fucking my own child, no?
No. That means, dude, what the fuck?
No.
That means your kids
Have my
had...
kids, grandkids, meaning what?
I guess I'm worried about that. Your kids have kids and you become a
Yeah,
grandmother.
I want to have, okay.
You want to become a grandmother. What do you need to become a grandmother?
I'm going to give a checklist.
Yes.
Mad editing, guaranteed.
She lives in Whitefield.
I'll look into the camera. And then you
Stop
gotta
editing from this point.
you gotta like edit it like
Wait,
proper.
what do you want? What do you want? You want the checklist thing?
Yeah.
He'll do that. This is more work for Ken. You can literally... Look, watch this. Watch
Okay.
Change
What makes it easier?
Change color to green. Change color to blue. Back to red. Oh, I love this job.
You're gonna do the first part, so I'm not
It's fucking true. I have to edit the first part.
Let's go. So, what I want in a guy, is a man.
What do you want in a guy is to be a man.
Yeah, not a boy. Like, I need, like...
You're saying you're not going to
someone
sleep
who's
with a
figured
boy.
stuff.
I would hope not.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
We're talking about a
A
person
man.
above
Okay.
18.
Okay. Oh, no. I meant... Okay. There's a lot of guys... who even
boys.
if they're
I know what
old
you're
enough.
talking about.
Yeah, I need, like, men.
People who would make a song called Heartbreak. Adrit.
I thought you were talking about Heartbreak until
No, bro, but it's
20
actually
seconds
fucking
ago. though.
such a sick song. Adrit's like one of my favorite artists.
Okay.
I have to say this.
Shut up.
Carlos has been in so much trouble.
No,
He
guys,
also
you're
has a
taking away
sitcom
my
called I
thunder.
Spy links to
So,
Adrit.
we're talking... Oh, no. Okay, Mike. I need someone who's assertive. I need someone who's confident. I need someone who's passionate. I need someone who's understanding. I need someone who's open-minded. I need someone who's funny. I need someone who's empathetic. I need someone who's kind. I need someone who's logical. I need someone who's focused. I need someone who's hardworking. I'm none of the above. I'm trying to be. And when I be all of that, I'll get that.
That's interesting.
I'm
You
all
know-
of the above, guys. What the fuck?
You know what's weird?
Yeah.
It almost seems like to some of the audience that is watching that is an illogical ask. I think it's the most logical ask.
Isn't it?
It's an absolutely logical ask. It's so stupid not to assume that that's a logical
Right.
ask. If you are going to be those like 9 things that you just mentioned, if it's 9, 8 or 9, whatever, if you are going to expect that from a person, you've reached that plateau to find that person.
Yes.
It's not an illogical
Right.
ask.
If I was saying all of that, being a person who's the ideal partner to that,
100%.
that's stupid.
Yeah.
But I am working in, and I think I've reached a pretty solid point. And honestly speaking, the 2 relationships that I was in, both of them ticked a lot of the boxes. I was very lucky enough to find such guys, and I'm very blessed for those relationships that I've had. Both were great guys. Obviously, shit didn't work out. Something's wrong on both sides. But I don't think it's impossible to find that.
I don't think so. I think,
yeah.
like you said, the last thing you said was the most interesting thing, is that once you become it,
Yeah.
you will find it. And it's not an unreasonable ask. I think people should start setting those freaking expectations
Yes.
and really pushing to be that person.
They're settling for like nothing.
It's true.
It's nothing. The worst versions of themselves coming together and creating a human race
toxic,
that sucks.
weird situation.
So sad.
It's a weird situation. You want to be the best, and you would want to expect the best.
Right?
Full
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah. And I think as a last thing, I think as a woman or a partner, you'd want to be with someone you respect.
Of course.
And I don't think if you don't have these qualities, I don't think you'll have respect, because these, by societal standards or by evolution, we're bound to respect these qualities. So respect is such a huge part. At least for me, I want to respect.
What's the most important thing that's the most important in a relationship to you?
Again, we're coming from a relationship, that passionate one that lacked respect, and that was love.
Yeah.
So I don't know if respect is it. But
How old were you, by the way, when that relationship happened?
not answering.
Okay, like pre-18.
Yes.
Okay.
What's your answer first?
Honesty.
I was just gonna say honesty.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say honesty.
It is.
I think it not only builds trust, understanding, respect also. It builds, but that's what it's building for you. But for me as a partner, it's building accountability. It's building when I know that I have to be honest, I'm bound to act right. You know, if that's something that I practice, I'm bound to act right. I'm bound to act in a way that I know it's not going to hurt you in any way, because I know I'm going to tell you anyways. So I'm going to be more mindful of the consequences. So I think it serves both people. Honesty is a pretty solid one. Yeah.
I think it's like love, passion, everything else is like, I feel like sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down.
Yeah.
Honesty is like that one thing for me that there is no question about it.
Yeah.
If you are 100% honest, biggest of hurdles and the easiest of oceans we can sail through.
Yeah.
If you're not 100% honest, I'm talking about even in the slightest.
Yeah.
Because if you're expecting it from me, I'm expecting it from you. And that's the backbone.
Yeah.
You know, we can build up an empire on the basis of our honesty. I messed up, or I did it right. I thought of you, or I didn't think of you. It all can be solved as long as
But I think comprehension also is a key element. By that I mean being on the same page, wavelength of understanding, because you have a different communication style, I'll have something else, but to even perceive that honesty and receive it and not turn it into something ugly, I think but honesty it is.
Can I bring up this one story that I put up that a bunch of people hit the poll on? You were one of the people who hit the poll on that.
Oh,
don't act like you don't.
No, I'm just trying to remember which one.
By the way, it's Akhil _Uso on Instagram.
It's Aditi, your daddy miss.
It is, dude. Sick profile. Go check it out.
God.
Yeah. Your profile picture is AI, isn't it?
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah.
I lost that
cool.
bad. I thought that was actually a picture of you that was just well edited.
No.
That was a random post that I shared, and then the poll question was slightly different from this story. So the story that basically said that you have to be in a position where you make your partner feel safe, and then they feel you're making the opposite sex jealous. Suppose me and you were together.
Yeah.
You were making other guys feel.
I don't need to make you jealous of the other guys. Instead, it's the other way around.
The other guys feel jealous that the fact that I have you,
yeah.
and the other girls feel jealous that you have me.
Yeah.
And you said that it works both ways. The guy should make sure that the girl is safe, and the other girls are feeling jealous.
Yeah.
And the girl
Vice
should
versa,
think, And some people said no.
Why?
Explain that to me. You really feel in a relationship, your primary thing is to ensure the security of the other person. I think so.
Primary thing?
Not
it's an important thing for sure.
100% the top few things.
I'm someone who strongly views a relationship as a team.
Yeah.
The way you are in a sports team, for example, that you guys fight, right? You guys fight, you all go through ups and downs, you all win together, you all lose some. But at the end of the day, that if it's someone else fucking with your team,
it's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
And I view a relationship like that. So when we're talking about why in the world, if you know you love someone, you know you're proud of them, you know you respect them, you know they're on to better things, why would you not flaunt it? People flaunt the stupidest shit online.
It's true.
I posted a gift my friend gave me. I post if I meet someone who's say a celebrity. I'm flaunting that. Why in the world would I not flaunt a partner that I'm so proud of, that I want to be with? And it's not about making, that's quite petty, and that's not a top of my mind thing where I want to make other people jealous.
No, but you want to strengthen it. You know
Of
the amount of
course,
strength
that
comes from
validation that it gives. Of
100.
course,
It's
yeah.
power. It's like
Yeah.
straight
Yeah.
power when you're with somebody else and they're like waking up saying, "Baby, you're the fucking greatest
Yes.
on earth, and I can't wait to see what you do
Yes.
today and do
Yes.
tomorrow."
Of course.
It's insanely powerful.
It is.
What happens when you in a relationship and the other person starts to slack?
Ooh.
Like you're still hitting the gym every day. You're still working on you mentally, physically. You're accomplishing, you know. You're taking every single step that you have to. And you look on the other side and they're doing like half of it. What happens then?
I think while I do hold my partner up to really high standards, and I would hope that they put in, or not the same, honestly, I expect more from them. Me being the girl, and I don't know, it's a little traditional, but I would want the guy to take more initiatives when it comes to their development. And I would love to match them, but I want to see something where I want to look up to.
Yeah.
Right? Having said that, it's very important for me to understand why that slacking is happening. If it's something that they're going through, if there's a personal battle.
Dude, it's not important to me anymore.
If
I don't like going to the gym anymore. I don't like I don't want to be the best in my field anymore.
Oh no, it's a deal breaker for me. Again, coming from a person who's been a big procrastinator, who's struggled with keeping a healthy lifestyle. I understand. I've had my reasons, but it's not. I don't think it's right for me to expect my partner to keep up with that. The same way I don't think I would want to keep up with that either. We can talk about it. We'll have a few discussions. I'll make sure that, the person is genuinely not going through something and genuinely has that opinion that it's not important. No. It's so important. It's a part of us. I think we need to be aligned on a few values that we have in place. So
you basically want someone you can build an empire with.
Of course. Yeah.
Is there anything so far that in this entire conversation that you've had that you might think that you want to ask me about? Because there's like a really interesting last question I want to ask you in this podcast. So before that, if there's anything that you think you want to bring up.
How long do we have on the battery? Because I need to pee.
I need to pee too. I just want to have another drink, but I can't because I know.
Can we go pee?
Yeah, you can take a. We can take a pee, right?
Can it? Oh my god. BRB.
Alright, we're back.
We're back.
Did you pour the cocktail?
I did. I
That's
finished
sweet.
it.
That's so sweet.
That leads me to my next question.
Okay.
So, now the thing is, I've said a lot about what I want in a guy, and I think there's a lot of opinions about what women want in a guy. But I have to say, I've seen...
Deep, sensual voice. Deep voice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I have to say that you are one of the few men that I've encountered in India that the work ethic is insane.
Thank you.
Right? The amount of effort, the amount of, the hustle the grind that you're on is insane. So I would call that high functioning, high value men.
Alcoholic. Yeah, okay. That too.
A few vices are fine. So I would consider you as a high value man, right? What is it that you look for in a woman?
I'm not trying to imitate your answer, but I've said this for a long time, and it's in other conversations on camera, either me talking to the camera or whatever else. There's two things. That's it. I want to build an empire with somebody. I very seriously look up to people who are able to do so. Like if you look at Barack Obama and Michelle, it's insane, that level of like, let's move every single step together. I've got your back, you've got my back, and we're waking up, progressing, pushing to the next level, right? There's something about that I'm just so addicted to because I want to get somewhere. And I want to have that right person with me that I can take that step with. It's been a dream for the longest time, and I've just not found it. The other thing is, it's not settling, but it's the only other thing that I would accept, is that being able to go somewhere and then completely close your mind to whatever happened the rest of the day. It's like your castle of solitude, basically, you know. But I'm not there yet. I'm not in that position where I need to go home and clock out. I'm still in war mode, you know. I'm not even close to 5 or less than 5% of where I need to be. I've got so much I want to do. I want to go home and I want to be passionate. I want to be excited. I want to be happy, and I want to make somebody else excited and happy. You know, because I know I can. I love more than anything else. Love.
Okay.
I love. Like I genuinely love it. I'm so passionately in love with the idea of it.
Yeah.
And I'm stupidly romantic about everything I've done in my life. Like the way I asked my first love out was I found out for like a month and a half everything she liked, and then I made a whole like fucking like a a treasure map that finally led to like Rubik's cubes that she liked, and she opened this cupboard when she found the final puzzle, and then just said, will you go out with me? You know, that's the only time I ever like actually asked someone out. The other time I asked somebody out was for less than 24 hours. And
was it the blind date with you?
No, it wasn't the blind date. Although that went good. Links in the description below. Go check out that video.
I'm just giving it to you. I'm putting it on a platter.
No, it wasn't. It was this amazing human being, and she was leaving to another country.
Okay.
She is currently in another country, and we decided that I was going through. That was the first. You remember how you said 6 years?
Yeah.
I was celibate for 6 years. That's how much I hated anybody else after that. I couldn't see another human being. I couldn't touch another human being. I couldn't do anything. And this was at the time when like I was headlining fucking festivals. I was getting called for every show. I was doing everything correctly as an artist. And then you've seen it at shows. Like if you're the guy,
the access is
right there, and it was always there. And I was just so like, I just hated it. I couldn't even think of like being in any way with another human, not even fucking holding hands.
Whoa.
Like that's how much it absolutely destroyed me. That entire 6 years of my life, I was destroyed.
Wow.
Right? The first person ever to come by and then make me feel a different way. The first person I ever like even kissed in 6 years was her. You know, and she was going through a horrible breakup at the time. The guy who she was with cheated on her, and it was like a difficult situation we both were in. I wasn't at that time like grieving, you know. I was working, but I just couldn't see myself with another human being. And even with her, we discussed that, you know, you're leaving soon, but you're going through whatever, and you seem to understand me, I seem to understand you. This little bit of time that we have together, let's make it count, and let's just have like happy moments.
Nice.
Before you leave. The last day before she left, I asked her out, and I said, the next 24 hours, let's be in a relationship. Because I knew she's something she also wanted, and I knew it would make a happy moment. So that was the only other relationship I had, which was 24 hours, that's it. And yeah, then she went to this other country, and she was in the airport for a while, which was more than 24 hours, and she said, can we still be in a relationship? And we were. And then she reached her college, and then, you know, she was on her way, I was on mine. But yeah, that's the only thing. I'm at this position right now where I need to build. And I'm okay doing it alone.
So
I would love to do it with somebody else.
Okay. There's a lot of people that are, I mean, I wouldn't say share the same level of execution as you, but do share ambitions like you, right? Where almost every other person that I know, in every social setting, be it at parties, be it at work, they are trying to do something extraordinary. They want to. I'm not saying they're trying to, but they at least want to. But yet they find themselves in like, you know, positions where partying every weekend, every day, you know, being a part of the hookup culture in Bangalore, for instance. They want something, but they're allowing something else to happen. I've been a part of it as well. So how come have you sort of does it repulse you?
I was in it the earliest. So I became a DJ super early in my life. I think around like the 9th or 10th grade I was already like a DJ-ish. And like I think I like lost my virginity when I was 14 in a cruise ship to someone from another country, and like I started getting into like the whole habit of hooking up with like multiple people when I was 149 kgs, and just like going through different women, not knowing the name of the person I slept with yesterday, and then just like having all these experiences, and I never had a girlfriend till the time I met this one person. And after that, I've never been that same human being again, because I finally realized what love was, and that's all I want. I don't want anything else. It's irrelevant to me.
Wow.
Like, it just, like, you could be the most, me and you had this, we don't have to talk about it. Me and you had this conversation outside. It could be irrelevant to me how beautiful you are.
Yeah.
It could be irrelevant to me how much you want to be with me.
Yeah.
Or anyone else wants to be. It's so pointless to me.
Yeah.
I've had every experience I want to have in my life 100 times over. Public places, risky situations, this kind of thing, that kind of thing. Me going to the room and she like literally being a dessert. You know, like like whipped cream all over chocolate, like the craziest of anything that you could possibly like think of. It's already happened. It's so irrelevant to me right now that I don't even care if I don't ever get it. I just want love, and if not, I want to win. And I want to win with someone I love, or I'm going to win on my own. And that's all I want.
That's a quote to take. That's a quote
Fuck
to take.
you, Andrew Tate. Quote that shit.
No, but that was a quote. Okay.
No, but dude, it's stupid. I know it sounds really stupid. I come from a broken home.
It's not stupid. It's not stupid.
Yeah?
It's difficult to understand, but it's not stupid.
It's very difficult.
But no, I don't mean difficult to understand in the sense of it doesn't make sense. Difficult to understand in the sense of it's a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
Maybe it was easy for you, that's why it's difficult for me to understand, to do it. Like, because a lot of guys have gone through heartbreak, but they have found themselves in the hookup culture soon after, because they stopped believing in love. Or they were hurt way too much.
Dude, I just can't.
They're hopeless romantics, but they're still allowing themselves to fall back into situations that are honestly like contrary to what they want.
You know what? This is gonna sound so stupid, and fuck, I don't mean to say it in this way, but like so fucking gay.
We're already getting cancelled. Why are you adding on to it?
This is gonna sound really fucking retarded.
That's worse.
Even if I have to be in a relationship with somebody today, I kind of, in a way, look at it in a lens that, she would understand.
That you're still in love with your ex.
I'm not answering that question. But I'm saying that, like, if I had to say, be with this person today, because me and that person have a genuine connection, right? I know she would understand it. And I would understand it too. That I actually am gelling with this human being. This person is good for me, and I'm good for that person, even if it's so temporary, right? Like that person that left to another country. So that person left to another country. We were so good for each other, right? And I know that my ex would have looked at that and said, "I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you."
Okay, good.
You know, in myself, I could just. It's so fucking irrelevant to me right now, dude. Like. And it's cool. Like, if you haven't had those experiences, by all means go fucking have it. It's fucking amazing. I've had it. I was an artist way before before I even like hit like proper puberty. You know, most of the women I've ever been with have been much older than me, and I've had incredible experiences. And if you haven't had it, go seek it. Have it. But I'm in that position now where like I have to be proud of it, and that spirit that I know of her should also be like, I'm happy for you. I know that you're in a place that's good for you, and I'm happy for you. And I want to be happy for her.
I'm so curious right now.
I'm genuinely, dude. Like, genuinely, I want to be happy for her. And I am. If she's in a relationship right now that's good for her, I'm her number one supporter. Okay. Till the day I fucking die. On God, I'm her number one supporter. It's irrelevant. Even if she doesn't ever want to see me again, whatever. I'm almost about to fucking tear up. But I'm her number one supporter on anything, you know? Yeah. And if she's not there, and if she needs me at any given point in time, even though it was like the most difficult thing I've ever gone through, I'm still there. That genuine fucking love does not shift. And if it does shift, it was never there to start with.
I'm gonna cry too now. Stop. Okay. We need to move on to your questions. No emo.
Okay.
No homo.
Okay. Fuck, I'm genuinely like about to fucking tear up and shit. Damn, dude.
Pull up with no homo.
Cancel.
Fuck.
If people cannot take jokes,
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
Just slow motion. That's what they say.
go with it. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you a quick question before I go on to the last question. There's a compulsory last question at the end of every podcast that we
Shit,
do.
I should have watched it to the end.
You should have watched my podcast.
Oh no, I did. It's just not to the end. Okay.
That's what our watch. So, anyways, the way we're editing this now is gonna be like greater because like we have Kennedy now. Indian culture. Where do you feel about it? Like, what do you feel about it?
Indian culture.
Indian culture, like OG Indian culture.
I love it.
Fuck, that's
yeah.
awesome.
I love it.
I love Indian culture.
I find it very beautiful. I find it very.
I think it could be our number one export.
Unique. I could be.
It could be our number one export.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's so rich. Again, there's so much history that we don't know about, thanks to the history that we've been learning in school. But it's insane. It's beautiful. I think it's amazing. At the same time, having said that, I feel that about any culture, you should be proud of it, but you shouldn't
Enforce it.
enforce it.
Agreed.
It's something as simple as I love my country. I really, really do. At the same time, I'm not ignorant to the negatives that it has, be it safety of women, be it whatever. Whatever. And so being objective about your love is very important. So I love my country, but there are a lot of negatives that I've seen that, say, a first world European nation does not have. And I'm proud of it, not of the negatives, but it's time to change. And culture-wise, I think it's very, very rich. It's better than, I mean, America could dream. America could dream. It's very rich, but I do think everything has a negative side. So this enforcement side of things, or taking it in a way that it shouldn't be or wasn't intended to be taken by extreme ideologies is not something we should encourage or
I don't
even
think extreme
ban.
ideologies is even part of the culture.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah.
And people who with those ideologies who make themselves part of the culture, I mean, that's just nah.
There's no place for it.
Yeah.
India is the land of seekers. You could seek whatever you want to. You could seek whatever you want to, as long as you don't disturb the other human being.
Yes.
I think that's what we should go back to.
Live and let live. Yeah.
There's not a country that can match it.
Yeah.
I genuinely
agree.
believe it.
It's even the culture aside, I think, honestly speaking, I think India is the best country, geographically speaking. You have everything.
Yeah.
You have a desert.
Every climate.
You have every climate.
Yeah.
You have every sort of
Terrain.
demographic. Okay, you have languages. You have every sort of terrain. If you're just talking geographically speaking, you have everything. It's just some negatives have sort of taken place, but I think it's bound to happen when something's so good. It's bound to get a lot
It's
of
true.
Yeah.
Okay, so coming to the last question of
I'm
the episode.
excited.
Sting is one of my favorite artists.
Okay.
I don't know if you know him because we have a massive age gap.
Yes.
Don't fuck it.
I was trying to do something that
This
you
is
would relate to.
This is not a TikTok
that
situation.
you would relate to. I don't know.
Okay, so Sting has this lyric. Do you know the Police? Roxanne, you don't have to put on a red light. Okay, fuck. Oh shit, dude, he's one of the greatest fucking artists ever. You should really figure out who Sting is. Fucking TikTok generation. Okay. Anyways, he has this line that says, "I'm a man of many faces, but the mask I wear is one." What does that mean to you?
Whoa.
Yeah, fuck your generation.
I'm a man of many faces, but the mask I wear is one.
I've never answered it. I'm never going to. Your turn.
Top of my head, two things. The first one is, it's like the whole of humanity. There's so many different types of people. There's so many different types of personalities, individuals, natures, aspects of being human. But at the end of the day, skin is skin, sort of a thing. All of them are just one person. I mean, they're just a human.
Okay.
So, yeah. But there are so many different aspects to being human, but at the end of the day, just one. you're still a human or whatever, however you want to look at it. The second one is any faces.
Don't make it a rap song.
I'm a rapper, yo. Okay. The second one is that what? When's it?
I have no idea.
Tick, tick, tick. That thing, edit. No, do it. Wait.
That's left, right, in.
No, wait.
So, tick, tick, tick.
Man.
Edit. You only edit when I fuck up. That's literally not
I don't know.
the video
I don't
plan
think it.
today.
I think it's far from the thing, just like the first one. But it's about being a man, where you might have multiple. This is my interpretation.
Yeah.
Yes. You might. A lot of men today are forced to have conversations that they think they're supposed to have, or a lot of men are acting the way they think they're supposed to act. So despite being so diverse and despite having so many different things to offer, having different, like being so different in their essence, each man is very different. But at the end of the day, because they're men, they are acting, they're sort of bound to confine to a single definition of being a man.
That's very interesting.
Two,
That's
I
genuinely
gave
very
very
interesting.
two different ones, but,
but they're very
I'm
interesting
so
answers.
wrong, no?
There's no right or wrong.
Did he
He never
ever?
explained it.
Oh, he didn't.
I'm the only
then
one
I'm
who cares.
right.
Yeah, probably.
Then I don't know.
You can ask him if
What
you
kind
know
of
who
a
he-
guy was he?
Bro, he was a fucking god.
No.
He's like what you have, like little peep, baby, little pump. What the fuck? Whatever the fuck you guys listen to, he was that. Sting was a god.
No, I've heard of Sting.
No, that's cap. You've not heard of Sting.
Good job.
Desert Rose.
Uh-huh.
Fuck, okay.
Oh, wait, that.
Okay, anyways, this, before like we close up and you like shout out your IG or whatever, I've really found somebody that I can like genuinely resonate as a human being with.
Amazing.
And
Likewise.
I'm happy you exist as a person. I'm really happy we did this conversation.
Me
so happy to
too.
have you on board today.
Me too.
And thank you so much. And where do the people find you if they want to find you?
Your Daddy Miz on Instagram. It's URDADDYMIZ.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one.
Oh, okay. Why can't we do one thing
Okay,
right?
we'll decide.
Wait,
Do you want to
we're gonna cut everything out.
No.
We're just gonna have a very smooth outro.
Nope.
Okay, we're gonna do a really smooth, like fist bump.
Do you want to do a smooth fist bump?
Oh,
You ready? On the
smooth.
count of three.
Okay.
3, 2.
Thank you for say it.
Thank you for being on this podcast.
Sure.
3, 2, 1. See you on the next one. Bye.
I don't know why I fell right into that one, yo. Fuck this shit.